Hey, you guys. What's today? Monday? Monday. Hope everyone is having a great Monday. Hope everyone had a great weekend. So we're gonna jump right into this. I actually talked to you guys about this last weekend. If you follow my channel, we discussed this clip or this photo that was surfacing the internet of Kody Brown kissing a young Breanna Brown. Now, the reason this first came out, you guys, was because someone asked, well, this isn't the reason it really first came out. This is how I came to know about the situation. Apparently, this photo has been out for a while, right? But the way that I first come to learn about it is in watching Gwendolyn Brown's videos. Gwendolyn Brown, who is the daughter of Kody and Christine Brown, she started a YouTube channel where she watches clips from this past season and she gives a reaction of the clips. And at the end of her videos, she does like a Q&A. So everyone that's on her Patreon can submit questions, and on the videos, she will actually read the questions and then answer the questions. So on the last video that she uploaded, it's titled Sister Wives Season 17 Episode 4 My Reaction. It's gotten 196,000 views and it was uploaded 4 days ago. So on this video, at the end, someone asked her, what's her thoughts on this picture going around of Kody Brown kissing Breanna. And she says that it's a fake photo. So we're going to watch where she was asked about this. Clearly, she says, I don't know what you're talking about, but my dad doesn't kiss his children on the lips. So if you see a photo like that, it's not real. We're going to watch what she says about this together. I mean, I had people messaging me like, Gwendolyn said it's a fake photo. And I even said that at first, too. I even was like, Gwendolyn said it's fake. It's clearly a Photoshopped photo, right? But then I had other people reaching out saying, no, it's actually on Sister Wives. If you go back, you can find it. And then someone actually sent me the season and the which episode it was. So over the weekend, I decided to go back and look for it, and I was able to find it. So we're gonna watch it together, you guys. So here's Gwendolyn. She is answering the question about the photo. Let's go ahead and let's watch together.
Okay, not ready for it. Okay, so Holly.
You guys can see she kind of smirks at it. I'm hoping she doesn't strike me for this.
Holly Tax Lady. This is such a funny question and horrifying. So Holly Tax Lady says, "Is the photo going around the internet of Kody making out with Aurora real? Has it been discussed in the family? It is very disturbing. No, my father does not kiss his children like that. Obviously, as kids, we give moral speech for the children, but no, that's not not at all. I'm so sorry you were tricked into thinking that. That's horrifying, and I apologize for you, Holly, and I'm sorry." Okay. And Ashley Rayner.
Okay, so clearly, I even thought that I remember her saying, I haven't seen it. I could have swore she said something along the lines of she hadn't seen this photo. Let's see.
Oh, God. Okay. Okay, not ready for it. Okay, so Holly Tax Lady. This is such a funny question and horrifying. So Holly Tax Lady says, "Is the photo going around the internet of Kody making out with Aurora real? Has it been discussed in the family? It is very disturbing. No, my father does not kiss his children like that. Obviously, as kids, we give moral speech for the children, but no, that's not not at all. I'm so sorry you were tricked into thinking that. That's horrifying, and I apologize for you, Holly, and I'm sorry." Okay. And Ashley Rayner.
Was this video edited at some point? Y'all, I have a distinct memory of her saying, I have not seen the photo that you're talking about, but if you've seen the photo, it was an edited photo. It's not real. I could have sworn she said that. Did anybody else remember her saying that? Holy crap, that's okay. That's wild. Either way, she is saying that it is not a real photo. And like I said, when I first watched this was the first that I ever heard about a photo of Kody kissing any of the kids on the lips. I had not heard anything about it. So when I saw that, I was like, okay, it's fake. It's a fake photo, obviously, right? And then we were doing another video about the Brown family, and you guys were asking me about it in the chat. And I'm like, Gwendolyn said it was fake. Gwendolyn said it was fake. It was not fake. It was not real. Gwendolyn said it was fake. And then All Apologies was like, actually, I've seen it. It is not fake. It was actually from one of the episodes where he does, in fact, give her a little smooch on the lips. It is, in fact, real. So I went and I looked for it. No, this is what she said. So does anyone else know what I'm talking about? Did I just make that up in my mind? Either way, she doesn't know, obviously, what everyone is talking about. I did go back and I did find it. And I got the clip, you guys. I uploaded it to my channel and YouTube immediately blocked it. So they're probably going to end up blocking a portion of this video. If they block the video, at least the clip that's going to show it. It is season 9, episode 4. So we're going to try to show this in a way that hopefully they will not block it. But I uploaded the clip, like just the clip, so I could show it to you guys. And they immediately blocked it. Said it wasn't going to be able to be monetized. Said it wasn't going to be able to be shown in some countries. So I don't know. We're going to try to show this in a way. I'm going to fight it. I mean, the video, it's unlisted. But I am still going to fight it because it does act as like a copyright claim against my channel. So I will fight it. And if it does that to this one, I'll do the same thing. I'll try to fight it. It's literally a 1-minute clip. And I actually showed a few other things because I thought it was important to show like a few other things with this video. So let me give you guys a rundown of what we're about to watch. Okay. It is season 9, episode 4. So they are speaking with their attorney about adopting Robin's older kids. At this point, she has not, I don't think she's had the other 2 kids. They've been married. Robin and Kody have been married about 3 months, I believe, because this was filmed around Christine and Kody's 21st wedding anniversary, which would have been April 2015. So in the episode, season 9, episode 4, they're discussing with their attorney about adopting the kids. Christine and Kody, they are going away for their 21st wedding anniversary. And he is actually going around to everyone in the family saying bye because him and Christine are getting ready to go on their wedding anniversary. So the way that I narrowed this down is, Breanna was born April 2004. So she's actually 10 years old in this clip, but she's very close to 11. She's about, obviously, no, she's 11. She has 11. Okay, she has been 11 for about a month. Yeah, because March comes before April. Okay, so March 2015 was when this took place. Christine and Kody are getting ready to go on their wedding anniversary. This happened a little bit before he adopted the children, a couple of months. They're in the process of talking about it. So she is 11 years old in this clip. And the reason I'm showing everything that I'm going to show you guys in this clip, I'm going to show you guys where Kody goes to Janelle's house, gives Janelle a pet goodbye. He goes to Robin's house, gives Robin a pet goodbye. We then see him meet Breanna outside of the home where he gives her a pet goodbye. We then see him go to Christine's house where he gives Gwen a hug goodbye. He tells all the wives, he tells Janelle and Robin, I love you, goodbye. He tells Breanna, I love you, goodbye. He tells Gwendolyn, I'm leaving you, and gives her a hug. So to me, I could see the difference in how he treated the wives versus how he treated like Gwendolyn. And Breanna, the treatment that he gave Breanna was like one of the wives. It was kind of weird. So take what you will from this. We're going to watch it. I may stop and just kind of commentate on it because YouTube's already trying to do me dirty. Let's listen. Okay. Okay, hold on. The audio in this is going to be terrible, so let me turn this up a little bit, you guys. Let me know if you guys can hear this. Okay, hold on. Let's back this up. So this is outside of Janelle's house. He is going in to tell her bye. You can see the closed captioning. So he's saying, like, I love you, bye. I don't know why the audio is so completely low. I'm not sure.
Out of here. Bye, sweetheart. See you in a few days. I love you.
See you in a few days. I love you is what he tells Janelle.
See you later. Love you. When you have a large family and multiple wives and you're leaving on a trip, it takes a long time to say goodbye. I love you. See ya. Have a nice week.
Okay, so we've seen him go tell Janelle bye. He says, I'll see you in a few days. I love you. Goodbye. We see him tell Robin bye. I love you. Goodbye. Then we see him tell her same kiss on the lips. I'll see you in a few days. I love you. Goodbye. And now we're about to see him tell Gwendolyn bye. So let's watch this. There is definitely a difference, and it's kind of weird. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, he tells her, "Have a nice week. I love you," is what he tells Breanna.
I love you. Hi. How are you guys doing? I am leaving you.
I am leaving you, and just gives her a hug. Not "I love you," but "I am leaving you."
I love you.
Okay, so here he is kissing Janelle, kissing Robin, kissing Breanna, and giving Gwen a hug. It's in that context, when you see it like it's kind of like a quick thing, but so is Janelle's. Janelle's was kind of like a quick thing. Robin's was a little bit more, but still, he kissed the wives on the lips, gave Gwendolyn a hug, told the wives, "I love you," told Gwendolyn, "I'm leaving you." I don't know. It was a quick thing, but we do have to keep in mind this is his adoptive daughter, who was not even his adoptive daughter at the time, you guys. She was not even his adoptive daughter at the time. He had been married to her mother for all of 3 months. 3 months. He had been married to her mother for 3 months. I don't like it. My husband came into my life when my daughter was 3, and I couldn't even imagine her at 12, him giving her a kiss on the lips, even though he had been with her since she was 3. And he met Breanna about a year or 2 before that. Let me see when they met. I do have to say the quick clip shows how quick it was. It was quick. It wasn't like a long lasting smooch. It was quick. I still don't agree with it. Do you think it's okay with whatever the kids are okay with? Maybe so. I mean, maybe I don't know. I don't know, because sometimes kids will not say what they're not okay with. Sometimes kids aren't comfortable telling the adults, I'm not okay with that. Even if they are highly not okay with it. I mean, I was sexually abused growing up by a male cousin, and I was terrified to say anything. I just froze. He was older than me, not a lot older than me. He was about 3 years older than me. I don't know. So to me, when you think about everything in the context as it was back then, she was not even his adoptive daughter back then. He had been married to her mother for 3 months. They got married in December of 2014. This is March of 2015. So they've been married about 3 months. How long were they together before they got married? I'm really not sure. Let me look that up. But it was a quick thing. It wasn't like he was like sitting there like smooching her. Kind of like the picture almost looks like it was like a long kiss. It wasn't. How long did Kody Brown court Robin Brown? Let's see how long they courted, and it would give us a better idea of how long she even knew this man. It's gross. Can you imagine one of the wives kissing the boys on the lips? I have 3 sons. I don't kiss them on their lips. I have a son that is 15 years old, and I do not kiss him on the lips. I don't kiss any of my boys on the lips anymore. I do kiss my little girl who is 5 on the lips. It's a very quick peck on the lips. She is 5. She is my biological daughter, and I've known her all of her little life. She's known me all of her little life. This girl has not known Kody all of her life. But it looks like the whole clip was sped up, so that kiss lasted longer. Yes, this actually was a little sped up. Okay, hold on. Let's go back to this.
I love you. See ya. Have a nice week.
So that was a little sped up. Let me bring it down to, I was trying to avoid copyright. We're going to bring it down to what it was.
I love you. See ya. Have a nice week.
Now that's in slow motion.
I love you. See ya. Have a nice week.
So I don't know. I think they only courted for like 2 or 3 months. See, I don't think they courted very long. I think you're right. I'm trying to see if we can find out how long they courted. Okay, so they courted for 4 months before Kody asked her to marry him. They dated for 4 months before Kody asked her to marry him. So that means this little girl at 11 years old knew this man for less than a year. And if you guys watched the interview that Peyton Brown did on John Yates' channel, you may have heard him say that Breanna took to Kody Brown very quickly, that she immediately became a daddy's girl. I don't know, that's just so strange to me. Like living in a family where I have a daughter who was 3 years old when her stepdad came to the picture. It was really weird. I don't know. Yeah, I want to say this and I want to be very clear with what I'm saying. I've kissed all of my kids on the lips up until they were about 5 years old, 5 or 6 years old. They are my biological children. I have known them the entirety of their life. They have known me the entirety of theirs. I am their mother. Okay? Now, my husband is not my older two kids' biological father. He is their stepfather. He came into the picture when my daughter was 3 and my son was 5 months old. He has never kissed any of them on their lips because it was kind of weird, you know? I mean, I stopped kissing my kids on the lips probably around the ages of 5 or 6. I have 6 children. My oldest being 17. She is a girl. I don't kiss her on the lips. My oldest son being 14. I don't kiss him on the lips. My youngest son being 8. Okay. I don't kiss any of them on the lips anymore because they're a little too old. It's a little weird, you know? Now, this was not his biological child. This was not even his adoptive child at the time. She was nothing more than his girlfriend. Well, no, his newlywife's daughter. She was his stepchild at the time. And she had been his stepchild for about 3 months. He has known her all of 6 months. Let's say they dated for 4. So about 6 months he's known her. Less than a year she has known this man. And he is kissing her on the lips. I don't know. Maybe she was okay with it. Maybe she wasn't. But children at that age they don't tell you what they're uncomfortable with. I know I didn't. Maybe some kids do. I think it really depends on their personality. Like some kids are more outspoken to be like, what the hell are you doing? Whereas some kids are just like, oh my God, that's so weird. Please don't do that again. Please don't do that again. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really feel like we can leave it up to the kids to decide because some kids just won't say anything. They'll be too worried to disappoint. So they'll act like they like something when they really don't like something. In my opinion, with all the facts, like really in context, I feel like it's inappropriate in my book. It was a quick peck, so versus how the picture itself looks. The picture itself, when you obviously freeze it, looks bad. It was a quick peck, but still, me personally, I don't agree with it. Living in a family where my husband is a stepdad, if I walked in and I saw like my husband leaving and he gave my daughter a peck like that, I'd be like, what are you doing? What? No, sir, I don't think so. You know, he has often talked about how he loves his kisses from his sweeties, which is what he called her when it first came out. He has also told in one clip, which I'm going to find this. I have not found this yet, but I'm going to find it. There is a clip where he tells one of his girls that the reason you don't kiss before you get married is because kissing someone of the opposite sex brings on, like, causes your hormones to kind of go crazy and basically causes you to have sexual desires towards that person that you're kissing. So if he really feels, and he's going to tell his daughter, don't kiss someone of the opposite sex because it brings on a desire, sexual desires towards that person. I don't know. Him kissing an 11-year-old daughter that is not an 11-year-old girl that is not his daughter is very strange to me. But what do you guys think? What do you guys think? I'm gonna leave it up to you for you guys to kind of tell me your opinion. I said on my last live stream that apparently, like in the South, people do this. I had a lot of comments last time where people said, "Well, I'm from the South and we do this." And once I said that, I had so many comments saying, "I'm from the South and we don't do this." Well, let me tell you, I'm from the South and we don't do it either. So I guess in some parts it's okay, in some parts it's not. Either way, what are you saying, Becca? Becca says, I'm fighting a losing battle. She does look happy. I mean, I do think she is very, I think she loves Kody. Absolutely. I think Peyton said she became a daddy's girl very quickly. So I think she loves Kody. You know, is that a love of she looks at him like her father? Possibly so. Is it something more questionable? I don't know. You know, I don't know. Was she 5? Because what I just read, they were dating for. What I just read online was that Kody and Robin were courting for 4 months. And from this article, it says by polygamous standards, that's actually a long time. The duo saw each other for 4 months before Kody decided to ask her to join their family. And in this episode, season 9, episode 4, this is when they are discussing, they're actually meeting with their attorney about adopting the girls. So unless I got my timeline wrong, but this is March 2015. Him and Robin got married December 2014. They courted for 4 months. So I don't know. Yeah, it's not their biological father at all. I'll double check on that timeline. But from everything that I'm reading, Becca, do you have a stepfather by chance? I'm just trying to. I have a stepdad. I have a biological dad and a stepdad. I don't kiss my biological dad on the mouth. I don't kiss my stepdad on the mouth. But if I was going to kiss one of them on the mouth and it would seem semi-normal to me, it'd probably be my biological dad. It'd still be weird. He does start dating Robin in season 1. And this was what, season 9? Yeah, so. Maybe I got the timeline wrong. I'll double check that. In my opinion, either way, it's weird. From what I read, he actually adopted the girls, or the children. He adopted the children about a year after he married their mom. About a year after he married their mom, he adopted them. So this would be sometime in 2015. This is Breanna that he's kissing. Aurora is the oldest one. Breanna is the youngest one. Hey, Kelly B. Never kissed my father or adopted dad on the mouth. Mom, yeah, to like a teen. Crime sleuth says. I'll say it, rarely get to see my father. I have a stepdad. I've known my stepdad since I was 3 or 4 years old, and I've never kissed him on the lips. To me, personally, growing up with a stepdad, it would be very weird. I couldn't imagine doing it. And if he just walked up to me and planted one of my lips, I'd be like, what are you doing? You know, it'd be very strange. But I don't know. To me, what's telling is that Gwendolyn said, my dad does not kiss his kids like that. She had no idea that he would even kiss Breanna like that. She said, my dad does not kiss his kids like that. And then you see the clip of all of this happening. He kisses Janelle on the lips, says, I'll be back in a few days, I love you. He kisses Robin on the lips, I love you. He kisses her on the lips, I hope you have a great week, I love you. And then he goes into Christine's house and he gives Gwendolyn a hug and says, I'm leaving you. It's not a I love you, I hope you have a great week, I'll be back in a few days, I love you. And it's not a kiss like everyone else. So I don't know. I don't know. To me, I really think Gwendolyn would not think that something like this would be out there, because I don't think Gwendolyn would think that her dad would kiss any of the kids on the lips, because he's probably never kissed her on the lips like that. I'm a very affectionate mother. Super affectionate. I mean, you can ask like anybody in my family, I'm super affectionate, but I also don't want to be uncomfortable for my kids. because I grew up where I was uncomfortable a lot. So even though my children are mine and they belong to me, I also want to be conscious of the fact that they have their boundaries. You know, when my kids get to about 6 years old, if they say, Mom, okay, all right, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to keep pushing them to do something because it's what I want them to do. As in terms of like giving me a kiss on the lips. Stacey B says, I was brought up in a very loving British family and we kissed all of our elders on the lips, coming and going from every family event. We kissed our parents on the lips, a smooch every day, not weird. Thank you, Lulu. I will definitely check Discord right now. But here's the footage of it actually out there. I think when you look at the footage, when you actually look at it, it gives a little bit more context to what happened. Okay. Thank you, Lulu, and thank you, Rachel. Season 7. Give me just a second. Okay, so someone has sent me the information to where Kody did say that to, he said it to McKelty. He was talking to McKelty about kissing. So we'll definitely find that. And that may be another video if we can't, because that is a 43-minute, 41-minute, 43-minute video. So we'll go over that a little bit later. Yeah, it might be weird, but I never kissed either of my parents on the lips. I love them and don't think I ever will. Yeah, I mean, I guess it just, different strokes for different folks. I don't know. I see a lot of people saying, like, oh, she's going to be one of his wives. I can't say I don't think he's going to bring her on to be one of his wives. That would be so strange. Now, I've heard that in polygamous, in the culture, that's something that they have been known to do. But I think that's like in the extreme, like the Jeff Warren. And they're not like that from what they've said themselves. We're just coming from different perspectives. I come from a touchy-feely family. We are just like that with each other. There isn't anything sinister about it for us, but I understand the other side. Thank you. Well, my thing is like, I would feel like this was Kody if I saw him do it with all the kids. If Gwen said, well, yeah, my dad gives us a little smooch on the lips, but it's no harm, no foul. It's the type of family that we are. But she's like, my dad's not like that. My dad's not going to kiss us on the lips. And then you see a clip of him leaving and he's kissing all the wives, kissing Breanna and giving her a hug. So I'm like, maybe he just wasn't that way with her. Yeah, Candy says a grown man kissing an adoptive daughter in the mouth is just creepy. And this was before she was his adoptive daughter. This was before she was he had been married to Robin for 3 months at this point. Samantha says, I still to this day kiss my mom on the lips. Very quickly, little pursing off the lips. No inner lips, no revealing, but my husband thinks we're weird. But he's learned to accept it. Yes. Maybe so, random. All right, let's see. I'm going to do a little bit more on the timeline because from what I was reading, he adopted them within a year, courted her for 4 months. So this would have meant he didn't know her very long. But maybe, you are right. He was courting her in season 1. Now, I do know some shows, though, that like season 1 and 2 can be filmed within the same year. There's plenty of shows that season 1 and 2 were filmed in the same year. So just because it was season 1 to season 9, it doesn't mean that there was a 9-year gap. It could be, but I'm going to double check that. But okay, I'm trying to find it just so we could at least hear what he's saying. But I don't want to sit here and look through like a whole video why you guys are European families kiss on the lips, period, Stacey says. Yeah, I really think it depends on the circumstances. I'm with you. If it was a common thing for their family, then I would pass no judgment whatsoever. Right, if it was common, if Gwen was like, well, yeah, you may have seen a picture of him giving her a little peck on the lips. It wasn't like he was making out with her, but that's her dad. He gives us a peck on the lips when he's coming or going. But she was like, that picture was fake. If you saw that picture, I'm sorry you had to see it, but it was fake. She thought for under no circumstances would a picture like that be out there because he didn't seem to do that with anybody else, right? Seeing if I can find it. I've been saying though, y'all, I wouldn't be surprised one bit if his name was marrying one of the daughters. He totally seems that way. I'm really concerned about that. That's what Samantha says. Stacy, my dad's from Poland, my mom from France. We kiss on the lips. The end of season 2, when they moved to Vegas, remember there was a long period of time that even before they built, they moved into their houses. Yeah. Didn't realize that there wasn't a reason. Kody can be a creep without it meaning that every father stepfather kisses their dad. I agree. Kody can be a creep, and it doesn't mean that every man that kisses his daughter on the lips is a creep. Like, if it's something that a family does, then that would make sense. Honestly, Gwen addressed this and said, absolutely, it isn't like that at all. Well, what Gwen said was it didn't happen. Gwen was like, my dad does not kiss his daughters on the lips, or my dad does not kiss his kids on the lips. She did not say, well, yeah, he kisses us on the lips, but he's our dad. It's innocent. She said it does not happen, which is why I think he doesn't peck her on the lips. We saw the video where he didn't peck her. He's leaving, going on vacation with Christine, and he's giving everybody else pecks on the lips, all of his wives, Breanna, but he's not. He gives Gwendolyn a hug. So I think Gwendolyn didn't know. Maybe so, Great Dane. I still think she meant he didn't kiss him in a sexual way. The child just may be affectionate. I can't believe I'm taking over him. Hey, that's okay. You know, even the clock's right twice a day, so we never kiss on the lips, but if we did, it shouldn't be that way. He kissed her like a woman. I kind of feel like that. Like, he's like hands, like, right above her bottom, on the small of her back, pulling her in. It was kind of weird to me. I don't know. I didn't like it. I'm just going to be fair with you guys. Okay, hold on. I think I found it. We're going to listen to the audio real quick. I'm not going to show the video because, well, it's not going to show. It's on Discovery Plus, and they block it out. Let's see what they're saying here.
Kiss him, then someday when I'm married, that kiss is taken from my husband and given to somebody else.
Right, right. I love my daughter, and a broken heart for her would be devastating for me. I'm just looking at it and I'm saying, if you can be wise, if you're that person that can be that wise, you can prevent yourself from having the broken heart.
Understood.
All right. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
That was all we wanted to talk about. Let's go play.
All right,
Thank you, John.
All right, hold up. Let me back it up some. All right, we're going to listen to this.
Hearing from you, flaw in Dad's no kissing statement. I know, he never talks about don't have sex. It's don't kiss. Make sure you don't kiss.
She's got my biology, so I know if she holds your hand, she's going to really like you.
Okay, let me set the stage for you guys of what's going on when I'm watching. So this is season 7, I believe. McKelty is dating a guy, and she and this guy is meeting with her dad about kissing or whatever. And right before what you guys heard was Mariah, formerly known as Mariah, now Leon, was sitting with, it was Leon, Logan, McKelty, and Janelle's older daughter. What's her name? Anyways, it was 4 of the older kids. They're sitting on the couch and they're basically saying, Dad never tells us not to have sex. Dad just tells us do not kiss. So then it flips over to Kody talking to Mykelti and Mykelti's boyfriend.
Because of the biology, she's going to think she's in love with you. If you get too close and if you get too physical, the nature of it is that you're going to break up and you're going to have a broken heart from it. When you kiss, the person that you kiss, their hormones go into your mouth and it registers certain things that will stimulate both the heart and the body for other reasons, okay?
I think that the hormones going into your mouth thing, don't know how scientific that information is.
It's a very biological thing, Mykelti, and it's not necessarily true love when you're kissing, and that leads to things like the desire to be more involved than just kissing. You know what? I've read enough science on it to feel like science backs me. I think.
Okay, so here he's basically saying he thinks kissing could be dangerous, what he's about to say. But I think he is kind of saying, like, if he's speaking of hormones going into your mouth, I think he's talking about, like, some tongue kissing here. And I don't know if he necessarily means, like, a peck. But either way, in my opinion, I don't agree with what he did. That was his adoptive daughter. Just me personally, I wouldn't be okay with it. Breanna seems okay with it. She seems like a very lovey-dovey girl to Kody. Peyton Brown on the show said that she very quickly took to Kody and became a daddy's girl. So maybe it was fine for them. Maybe there was nothing sexual there to it. Do we think it's okay? I personally don't. Some people may.
Kissing can be very dangerous. And I don't know why God did this. He makes it so when you're 14, this works, but you shouldn't do it till you're 24? We're going to have a chat. The Apostle Paul says, don't go and sow your wild oats and defraud your brother. Now, what do you think that would mean?
You know, don't go for it until everyone, until you make sure that everyone's okay with you going for it, kind of thing.
No, I believe Paul was making this statement, don't sow your wild oats, because he's talking to men, not women, but I would say the same to you.
So what that is meaning is that, like, I kiss him, then someday when I'm married, that kiss is taken from my husband and given to somebody else.
Right. I love my daughter, and a broken heart for her would be devastating for me. I'm just looking at it and I'm saying, if you can be wise, if you're that person that...
Okay, so there's where he said it. Someone brought it up, like, well, Kody was the one saying when you kiss someone, you know, it brings on these hormones for sexual attention. This is when he's talking to Mykelti and her, obviously her boyfriend. I don't know if he necessarily means it in a way of, I mean, because I kissed my little daughter, my 5-year-old, on the lips, and obviously is not doing nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? When you kiss your children, it is different. However, she was not his biological child. So I think that is a difference as well. The way you feel kissing your biological children versus a child that is not yours could possibly be different. It could be weird, in my opinion. I don't know. You have to remember, we are not in Europe. All things are different in different countries. We might be okay, and one country is not okay. Right. Adopted daughter are not, the way the kiss looked more intense than any kiss for any child. Come on, it's not gross. It's normal in a lot of families, especially Europeans. We kiss all of our elders on. I can say in America, most people don't do that. I don't know anyone that kisses anyone on the lips in America. Now, I do know, I've seen like videos where they do the, you know, whatever. And even here, I'll give my mom like a hug and a little peck on the cheek. My dad a hug, a little peck on the cheek. But I have not kissed my parents on the lips since I was itty bitty. And I will not kiss my kids on the lips. Because I want to, I mean, go up to your 10-year-old and try to kiss them on the lips. Most 10-year-olds would be like, you know, because that's gross, you know. And she seemed okay with it, though. So, okay. But I feel like a lot of kids would feel like it's inappropriate. And which is why it's, like, very uncommon. And there, situation is a lot different than most, because most kids don't want to be kissed on the lips by their parents. From what my experience is, I think different cultures, obviously, some places it's different. Yeah, Casey says I kiss my kid. I give my kids pecks on the lips, but my kids are all 8 and younger. What grade in school did he actually complete, Kody, in the hormone swap? I'm not sure. I kiss my 5-year-olds on the lips. Deal with all my kids. Once they get to 6 or 7, I stop, but they're my babies. I do think it's a little different for mothers versus fathers, biological kids versus adoptive kids, or just you're my new wife's child. I don't know. I would kiss my kids on the lips when they were young. Yeah. I would think if it was normal to do. My kids are 30 and 35. I haven't kissed them on the lips since they were babies and toddlers. So yeah, I think for some people it's okay. Let's watch it one more time, just kind of what happened. And then you guys can tell me. Watch it one more time.
I love you. See ya. Have a nice week.
It seems kind of weird, but innocent. It doesn't seem sexual to me. It does not seem sexual to me. It seems weird. I would not do it. What seems even more weird is that when he kisses Janelle like that, he kisses Robbins like that, he kisses Breanna like that. But then when we get down here to Gwendolyn.
Hi. How are you guys doing? I am leaving you.
He just gives Gwendolyn a hug. So maybe he acts differently to each child according to their comfort level. I don't know. The way that Gwendolyn said it was like, oh, if you seen a picture of that, it was fake. Because my dad does not kiss his kids on the lips. My dad does not kiss his kids like that. So I'm wondering if he's never kissed Gwendolyn on the lips like that because he knew that she would be uncomfortable with it. If Gwendolyn had no idea that he does it to Breanna because maybe she's never seen it. So she didn't think that it would be true. But anyways, I wanted to just come on here, show you guys that the clip does exist, because I did see a lot of people saying, no, Gwendolyn said it was fake, so it must be fake. And I even said that too. I was like, well, Gwendolyn said it was fake, so it must be fake. But it's not fake. The clip is out there. It is season 9, episode 4. You guys can watch it on your own if you want to. Why didn't he kiss Truly goodbye when they left to go to Utah? I don't think you should kiss your kids on the lips, just my opinion. Everyone has their own preference. Also, I want to bring up the cold sores, right? Cold sores are so common, they're very common. And if you watch the show, you know that Robin has been spotted on, and this is me not shaming her. So many people have cold sores. It's very, very common. But we know that Robin has cold sores. She's been spotted in the confessionals with cold sores on her lips. Hey, whatever. It's so common. But if he is kissing Robin, and then he's kissing Breanna. My hair just broke. At a young age, he could pass cold sores if he's kissing these young girls. And I know younger kids who have gotten mono and cold sores from their parents kissing them. And it sucks when they go to school and they got a big cold sore, because when they were 5 and 6 years old, their parents were kissing, well, not even 5 or 6 years old, but when they were younger, their parents were kissing them on the lips and transferred a cold sore to them. So if you know that you have cold sores, for sure, like Robin knows that she has cold sores, Kody knows that Robin has cold sores. I don't think we've ever seen Kody with a cold sore. I don't think, but I don't think we've ever seen Kody, but still, Robin, we've seen Robin with one. So also cold sores, you got to take that into account, that they could be transferring something to these kids by kissing them on the mouth. I have to respectfully disagree with bio kids versus adopted kids. I'm adopted and I've never been treated differently. I'm only saying that in the sense of, like, I would feel more comfortable doing something with my 5-year-old biological child, giving her a peck, versus a 5-year-old child that I've adopted that has only been in the family for a year. I don't know what her comfort level would be with me. Like here recently, me and Sean have actually talked about like adopting. Obviously when our kids get older, because I would love to like help, help children or whatever. So we talked about adopting. If I was to bring a child into my home and adopt a child, while I would treat that child just like my biological child, there would also be things that I would take into account about their comfort. And they're not going to be 100% comfortable with me because I'm not their biological mom. So I want to be conscious of that, you know? Yeah, nobody wants a cold sore. And kids are cruel, I mean, Breanna get a cold sore from Kody because Kody got one from Robin, and then she go to school with a big old cold sore. She's going to be picked on, unfortunately, because kids are cruel. They shouldn't, but, And I'm glad. I would not want any adoptive child being treated differently than a biological child. I think it's very important for them to feel like they are as equal. But I do think at the same time, you do have to, it is a little bit different because with your biological children, you can read them better. You may know better what they're okay with, what they're comfortable with. Whereas a child that's adopted, you may not know. You may not be able to read them as well as you can read your biological child. Or your biological child may be more comfortable saying, don't do that. Whereas an adopted child may not. You know what I'm saying? Of course, treat them as fair as you possibly can. They deserve that. I was adopted as an infant, so it's all I've known. Right. Okay, you guys, so I'm going to go ahead and close this one out. I'm also going to be doing, thank you, Turtle. I'm also going to be doing a video at some point going everything that Peyton Brown talked about on the John Yates channel, kind of hitting the highlights. Mary was mean. He actually said, what did he say? There were some words that they used. He said those words aren't harsh enough to describe what she was. He basically said that she was kind of abusive. So we're going to talk about that. Also, it seems like Peyton may have been shut down. Peyton had, from my understanding, scheduled another interview. He had actually agreed to do an interview with me months ago, but I guess one of my children checked the message, or somebody checked the message, and I thought that he never responded, so I didn't see it. But he actually agreed to. I was like, yeah, when do you want to do this thing? And I guess one of my children checked it, and I never saw it, and I thought that he didn't respond. So I've reached back out to him, and he's not responding. I've heard that he's been shut down from doing any more interviews, so we'll talk about that. We're going to go over some of the highlights of things that he said on the interview with John Yates, because that is a 3-hour video, and I know not everybody has time for 3-hour videos, because I get told that a lot when I do mine. People come and say, I don't have time for that. So we're going to hit the highlights of what he said. Yeah, so we'll do that sometime later today. I just have to go through it and kind of write down all the highlights and take timestamps and everything. It may be tomorrow, because I've tried to watch it several times, and it's really hard to watch a 3-hour video if you're not just like sitting down able to watch it, But anyways, you guys leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. We can all agree to disagree. I know some people in the chat saying it's normal for them. They don't see anything wrong with this. And I personally seen it as quickly as it happened. I don't think there was anything sexual there, it's just my opinion. But I don't think it was appropriate, in my opinion. But some people disagree, and that is completely okay. So you guys leave me your thoughts. And do you guys think that this was okay for him to kiss his adoptive daughter? Keep in mind, she was not his adoptive daughter at the time. He had merely been married to her mom for 3 months at this point. So you guys leave me your thoughts. Do you agree with it? Does it look kind of weird? Are you like, I'm not down for it? Leave me your thoughts. Give this video a thumbs up. Also, you guys, please go subscribe to my other channel, the Bash Chat. The link is in the description box below, because in a few weeks, all of my content in regards to Sister Wives, Teen Mom, anything, reality TV, celebrity news, anything like that, will be over on the Bash Chat channel. This channel will strictly be for true crime. So go check that out. The video is on John Yates' channel. It's a 3-hour video, but I am going to go over all the highlights. I'm going to get some clips that we're going to go over, and we're going to talk about those things either today or tomorrow. So give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to this channel if you follow true crime. Go subscribe to the other channel if you want to follow my reality tea stuff. And yeah, give this video a thumbs up because it matters, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye, everyone.